There is a version of your day that nobody talks about. Not the version with meetings and notifications, not the version where you are rushing, scrolling, waiting for something better to happen. I am talking about the version where you wake up slowly, and for once, you let yourself just be. Today, I want to take you through a single day, a quiet one, a day that looks ordinary from the outside, but feels like medicine from the inside. This is what a peaceful life actually looks like. The morning does not begin with a phone. It begins with water, then tea, brewed slowly, not rushed. There is something sacred about those first few minutes before the world starts asking things of you. Priya, a young woman living alone in a small apartment in Kolkata, begins every morning the same way. She does not check her messages first. She opens her journal. She does not write big thoughts. She writes small ones. What did I dream about? What do I feel right now? What is one thing I am grateful for today? 3 lines, sometimes 5. That is all. But those 5 lines change something. They remind her that she exists before the day begins to demand things from her. They remind her that she is not just a task to be completed. She closes the journal. She picks up her tea. Outside the window, a crow is sitting on a wire. She watches it for a moment, just watches. This is already a good morning. People often ask her, does it not feel lonely, living alone? She thinks about it. There is a difference, she says, between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is when you are with people and still feel invisible. Solitude is when you are alone and finally feel like yourself. She cooks her lunch slowly. No recipe videos, no background noise. Just the sound of oil in a pan, the smell of cumin, the warmth of the kitchen on a cool afternoon. She eats at her table, not on the sofa, not in front of a screen. At her table, with a small vase of marigolds she bought from the market 2 days ago. There is a kind of dignity in eating alone well. After lunch, she reads for 20 minutes. Not scrolls, reads. A physical book with its pages slightly yellow at the edges. Then she rests. Not sleeps, just rests. Eyes closed. Nothing to achieve. Nowhere to be. This is not laziness. This is maintenance. At 5, she goes outside. Not for exercise, not to hit a step count, just to walk. There is a lane near her apartment that she has walked down almost every evening for 2 years. She knows the banyan tree at the corner. She knows the old man who sits on his doorstep with a newspaper. She knows the exact spot where the light turns gold just before sunset. She walks slowly, no earphones today. She breathes the evening air, the dust and the petrol, and underneath it, faintly, jasmine from someone's garden. She thinks nothing important. She lets her mind wander without directing it. And as the sky goes from orange to pink to a deep, quiet violet, she feels something she does not have a word for in English. In Bengali, maybe, shanti, peace, but not just peace, fullness, rightness, the feeling that this moment is enough. She comes home as the first stars appear. She makes a simple dinner, she reads a little more, she sleeps early. No grand adventures today, no viral moments, no highlight reel, just a day, a whole, quiet, unhurried day. And somehow, that is everything. If you have been feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, stretched thin, maybe you do not need more. Maybe you need less. Less noise, less speed, less performance. Maybe a peaceful life is not something you find somewhere else. Maybe it is what is left when you stop filling every moment with distraction. Take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.
If this resonated with you, take a slow breath before you scroll. Leave a comment about one small thing that brings you peace. and subscribe if you'd like more stories like this.